Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. I got these lovely puppets. I still need to sew this one's face. I got 3 puppets for the price of $10 on Facebook Marketplace. And each of them, if you buy them new, would be like a lot, $30 to $50 each, right? Let's bring this in a little bit closer. All right. Hey. Okay, so let me check out the chat box. I made a mistake when I set up my Facebook Live because I was supposed to click like, you know how you click set it for a later time, right? But instead I forgot and I just set it up and I just had to not click go live and I couldn't fix it. So I wasn't able to see the chat box beforehand. So I'm going to scan through and see what y'all are saying. Okay, and Morgan Brown is here. Kelly Tag is here. Heather Sandlin is here. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would love that. I love that you guys are here. And Kim Turner is here. So I have 4 friends here and 1 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. I had 5 classes this morning, which is awesome. I would love to have 5 classes every morning, but my bookings, I don't know about you guys, but my bookings have been a little bit like, even PPT slots haven't always booked. So it's a little spotty. Sometimes I'll just have 3 classes in the morning, sometimes up to 5. I would love to have 6, but you all know how that goes. So because of that and because of the paint bucket challenge, which my team's not going to win, we're team green and we're not doing great. We don't have enough people. So apparently I taught class I'm all over the place. I didn't realize I taught class all morning with a pimple. You can't see it in the little glass square. Anyway, let me calm down. All right, so welcome to the live. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I am 23 weeks pregnant today, which is exciting. And finally, I'm able to feel little Caleb moving around several times a day. They're just those cute little baby wiggles. And he now weighs 1 pound approximately. It is the regular size of a 23-week-old baby, so that's sweet. I definitely feel his weight on my bladder as if I cough or sneeze or try to hold it for more than a couple minutes. I sometimes have to run to the restroom, so I won't get more detailed with that. But if you've been pregnant, you know how that goes. So I definitely am feeling that 1 pound baby on my bladder. But that's a good sign, right? Oh, Melissa and Doug puppets are $20 each. Probably at the cheapest you can find them. But yeah, I got 3 of them for $10. I'm keeping 2 of them and giving 1 away to a friend. I'm not saying who yet because it's to be seen. It's already in the package, but I need to wait till I get paid to send it because, guys, shipping and handling, goodness, expensive stuff. So I bought for Esther, I ordered on Amazon a puppet stage because lately my kids have been enjoying playing puppets. So they're always begging to come up to my office to make a video to do a puppet show. And I don't love them coming up to my office because they get everything miscombobulated up here. So I bought for my daughter, she's turning 5 on October 8th. It's coming in the mail today. I ordered a puppet stage for $25 and I'm going to assemble it and videos to come of my kids doing puppet shows. It should be cute, but I prefer for them to do puppet shows not in my office. So anyway, bye Morgan. Thanks for coming by. Okay. So at 23 weeks pregnant, I'm dealing with a lot of fatigue during the day, and I always wake up at 2 or 4 a.m. to go to the bathroom, and that's something I don't do when I'm not pregnant, but and it's sometimes hard to go back to sleep. But for the most part, I have not been experiencing pregnancy insomnia that I usually experience in the 3rd trimester, which I'm not in the 3rd trimester quite yet, coming soon. How many weeks is 3rd trimester? I'd have to Google it. I'm not sure. So I had an anatomy scan at 20 weeks. Everything looks good that they could see, but they want me to come back at 24 weeks. So I'm going back in a week so that they can see babies, all of the organs, and make sure there's nothing of concern, right? It's so amazing to me how technology works like that, that you can see, like we could see at 20 weeks, we could see the baby kind of like clapping his little feet together and like putting his hands up by his face and like almost like he was scratching his face. And okay, 26 to 27 weeks is third trimester. Thank you, Kim. That way I don't have to look it up. Excuse me. So today I'm taking my kids to the Children's Museum. So I'm going to take them to Pizza Street for lunch beforehand because Pizza Street is very, very cheap. My kids eat it well. It has, we eat some vegetables from the salad bar, a little bit of pizza, a little bit of macaroni and cheese, a little bit of ice cream. And then my kids are full to go to the Children's Museum so we can play longer without getting cranky. Me or the kids, both, all of the above. So that way, leaving the Children's Museum, we're not leaving kicking and screaming. I'm not saying that happens a lot, but it's happened before with one of them. I won't say which. So anyway, yeah. So I bought a baby swing for Caleb because I was realizing like, okay, I have a crib, I have a bassinet, I have a playpen, I have a baby chair, I have, the baby stuff. But then I realized, oh, the baby swing, I sold it. Sold it / gave it away. Okay. What I sold was I sold a car seat on Facebook Marketplace, and I gave that person a few extra things that I had, and the baby swing was in the way, and my kids kept sitting in it, and they were too big for it. I was afraid they're going to break it. I'm just going to give it away. So I gave that baby swing away. So I got a new baby swing on Facebook Marketplace for $5. So, and it, it has lights and music. You can turn it on and off, and it already has batteries in it. It works and everything. So yeah, baby swings and bouncy seats are a lifesaver, says Kim. And yes, the thing is, if you don't plan on carrying your baby or wearing your baby at all times, you got to set them down somewhere, right? So right now I have the baby swing upstairs, and it's one that it's portable. It has a handle like for carrying from room to room, and not with the baby in it, carry it without the baby in it. But yeah, it's the style of swing that I like. So it's not the like super expensive $500 style that I've never bought in my life, but it's a swing. It swings, you push a button and it swings the baby, and the baby's happy, and they don't know it wasn't $500, right? It's just $5. So I love it. So my kids have never sat in that swing, but it's similar to the style of the one I had before, which I like. So yeah, gotta love Facebook Marketplace. I was gonna say, be careful with Facebook Marketplace. I always meet people at either Quick Trip, which is a gas station. It's a high quality gas station in Kansas City that has cameras, in the parking lot, or Walgreens, which also has cameras in the parking lot. So I always, with Facebook Marketplace, if I'm selling, I sell at the Walgreens right down the street from me. If I'm buying, I ask the person, is there a Quick Trip or a Walgreens near where you live that we can meet up at, So that's just, you don't know who's a psycho. We like to believe that in this world, everyone is good and has good intentions, and especially that no one would want to hurt someone that they've never met before. But unfortunately, we live in a world where there are people who have evil intentions. And so instead of living in fear, we just have to be wise and smart and make good decisions and not meet at people's houses or go into strangers' houses, especially if they know you're pregnant. Scary situations have happened with places like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and stuff. For me personally, I've never, ever ordered from Craigslist. I don't like Craigslist. I boycott it because it's used for prostitution. And so I think that I should never use it. I'm completely against kidnapping and enslaving women or illegal activity. So any website that participates in that, I'm not going to fund them and what they do. So that's why I do Facebook Marketplace. I also like it that you can see the profile of the person that's selling to you. So you can see, okay, this is the person's name and picture at least, right? Whereas Craigslist, it's sort of like a big question mark. Are you buying from someone who's addicted to drugs? You don't know, Obviously Facebook, you don't know either, but you have more of an idea. It seems safer to me. So anyway, those are my tips on buying online. I order from Amazon. My husband does eBay. For me personally, I'm not an eBay fan. My husband is an eBay fan. I don't like eBay because I don't like returning things online. I prefer to order on Walmart.com so that if I need to return it, I can just go into the store and return it. My husband several times has bought expensive things on eBay that when they came, they were like, if it was something for the TV, it wasn't compatible with the TV. If it was something for his car, it wasn't compatible with his car. And then he has to ship it back. So you have to get a shipping label and you have to spend time on the phone bothering eBay and bothering the seller. And I'm not about that life. Like for me, if I'm returning something, I want to have the receipt. I want to go to Walmart. I want to wait in the line and fix it there. I don't want to do all the mailing and calling and bothering. So anyway, with Amazon, I've never had to return anything because it's almost like a store, Amazon, you're not buying from random sellers, you're buying from a company. And so it's almost guaranteed that it's good quality, right? So I ordered a puppet stage from Amazon, excited about it coming. So yeah. I'm just rambling. I'm sorry, guys. Here's an idea. What's something cool that you have bought online that was a good deal or that you're excited about? I'm 10 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. So that's pretty cool. If you know anyone that could benefit from my channel, feel free to share the link to my channel and maybe they could find some helpful and fun videos that they would like to subscribe to. My most popular video, if you have not watched it, is my T-Soul video. It's got a lot of views and likes and comments. And it's funny how we accidentally fall into our most popular video, right? When I did T-Soul, I spent time studying the information and I found it fascinating. So basically, when I was getting the T-Soul certificate, I studied the information, watched the videos, and took a lot of pages and pages of notes. Then I sat down and I made a video talking about my experience with learning a foreign language and teaching my children a second language, and compared it with the things in my notes. So I sort of took a lot of complicated information and kind of made it more personal and more engaging and more interesting than just like reading blocks of texts and watching videos from professors, right? So if you haven't seen my T-Soul video, feel free to check it out. I also have videos about how to apply for VIPKID. I have fun family videos that whenever my kids show up in a video, I get thumbs down. So I'm under the impression that the internet doesn't like me having my kids on the internet. But guess what? They're not the mama. My kids love being in videos, and I look forward to, in the future, when my kids are a lot older, looking back at these videos with fondness of like, let's watch a video of when you were 4 years old and we went to the park, right? Even now, we're like, my kids will be like, I wish we could go to the zoo today, but it's rainy. I wish we could go to the zoo with daddy, but he has to work today. So it's like, we can watch a video of when we went to the zoo with daddy and we can see the animals, but we don't have to go out in the rain. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot of fun watching back on some of those videos. So I also make the videos to give ideas to other mothers like, oh, I've got little kids. I have a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old. What do I do with them? We need to get out of the house. We need to do something fun. What's a fun activity you can do with your kids? And they could watch some of my videos and be like, oh, I could take them to the park or the museum or the zoo. Those are really good ideas for little ones, right? Because those little ones, they're really energetic. They will destroy your house. if you let them. Yesterday, Josh was 2 years old, and he's a little bit delayed on learning to talk, but sometimes he surprises me with new words, right? I heard him banging around and throwing toys on the ground and throwing things around in the living room. I came in the living room with my hands on my hips, giving him a look like this. And he goes, "A mess, a mess." He's so cute. I can't stay mad at him. He's like, "A mess, a mess." Like, I think you know, little tornado boy, that you made a mess. You know what I mean? So sometimes leaving the house can be a nice way to keep your house clean. You can either stay home all day and clean house all day, or you can leave the house and come back to the house in the same state it began in, right? All right, I'm going to read what you guys are saying. Okay, yeah. Teacher Kim said bouncy seats help to get my showers. Haha. Yes, I have a bouncy seat. And I remember one time Joshua had croup, where he was real congested, and he was a real little baby. There's not really medicine you can give to real little babies when they're congested. But you can get a humidifier, or even better, put them in a bouncy seat in the bathroom next to the shower. And so what I did was I plugged up, I closed the bathtub, and I opened the curtain halfway so that the shower water doesn't come out, but you can breathe all that lovely steam. And our bathroom is very small. And turn the water all the way hot. So the shower is coming down, and so the steam is filling up the room, and it's going into the bathtub so that the steam remains for some more time. I ended up breaking our hot water heater that day. So don't do it too much time. But anyway, logically, it doesn't make sense why that broke the water heater, but maybe it was ready to go kaput. Anyway, I don't know. But I used his bouncy seat for that when he was a little baby and he had croup. But yeah. Teacher Kim says, I always order my kids' clothes online through Children's Place. Great deals and great clothes. I'm going to write that down. I've never ordered from them online. I've seen their stores in my city, but I honestly have only been in there once, and I don't know that I bought anything at the time. I should probably check them out. When I was pregnant with my first daughter, Esther, we were living in Texas and basically making enough to pay the bills. We had a little bit of food stamps and a little bit of WIC. And so we were just stretching our pennies. So whenever I got a paycheck, I was expecting a baby. I was working as a migrant tutor in the middle school and high school. And whenever I got a paycheck, most of it went to bills, but I would go to the thrift store and get a few baby clothes. And I got a $20 bassinet on Facebook Marketplace. I met them at Walmart parking lot, and that was my first time buying something on Facebook Marketplace. My husband and I moved back to Kansas City from Texas when Esther was, she was 3 weeks old. So I was able to get a free car seat from the fire department, but then I realized that the car seat they gave me was more suitable for a toddler than for a newborn. So my husband, while I was in the hospital about to have the baby, my husband went to Burlington Coat Factory. Well, they don't just sell coats. And he bought a car seat and stroller combination. So that was pretty special. But money was extra tight at that time. But yeah, that was when we had our first. So then when we moved up to Kansas City, we had to live with my mother-in-law in her living room of her small apartment for a short couple months to get on our feet, because we spent all of our money coming up in the U-Haul from Texas to Kansas City. And my husband was working. I was staying home with a little one, and we moved into an apartment, and we've grown from there. And VIPKID has been a big blessing, because we got a house And then the mortgage payments were difficult on just one income. So it's awesome having two incomes. But yeah. Teacher Kim says, I got jeans for my son for $8 and a shirt for $4. Oh, that's a great deal. Very good. Excuse me. So I'm going to write this down. Children's Place online. Yeah, I am looking forward to next year. My kids are going to go Tuesdays and Thursdays to Christian school. It's a program where they go to homeschool part-time and Christian school part-time. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, Esther's going to go to kindergarten, and if we can afford it, Deborah's going to go to preschool in the same building, separate school. It's in a church, and I think it would be really good for me to have both of my girls going to school 2 days a week. And on Tuesdays, they have women's Bible study at my church, and they have nursery. So I could drop off the girls to school and then go to women's Bible study. And then on Thursdays, every other Thursday, they have MOPS group, which is Moms of Preschoolers at my church. So I would love to do that next year. So yeah. If you need some coupons and want to buy before Monday, I have some I can't use. Yeah, I'm so broke right now. Well, we have money in the account, but it's for the bills. So, yes. Oh, you love MOPS? Very good. I haven't joined yet, but it sounds cool. My area has a school that works in a similar way. Kelly says, yeah, I don't know if it's a new thing that's just happening, just starting to become a trend, or if it's something that's always existed that I'm just becoming aware of. But I love, love, love that format because just going to school 2-3 days a week, that way they still get their time away from mama. I get my time away from them. They still get to sit down in a classroom setting, make friends, learn from a teacher, learn to sit in a classroom. But also, I'm not sending them away 5 days a week. You know what I mean? They still get to learn at home and be homeschooled, and we can still do activities and outings. I was even thinking if I make friends with some of the moms that have kids around my kids' age, we could, do homeschool field trips and go to the children's museum or the zoo or the park as a group of moms with our kids on those days that there's no school. So we could plan our own homeschool field trips. And I would be one that I would totally organize that if I could get some people on board. So we'll see. Today I'm going to the children's museum with my best friend. We haven't hung out for a while, like a month or so. So we're going to go to Pizza Street and the Children's Museum. Yes. Okay. Kelly said, my neighbor's son is in high school and he goes 3 days a week. I love the format of this school because I love the idea that they can go to the same school from kindergarten through high school. And there's about 14-ish students in each class for each grade. There's only one class per grade. So it's nice because it's a smaller classroom setting, but it's enough to make friends and learn to sit and participate in class, right? And yeah, I'm going to have to go soon because I hear my kids starting to fuss. And if I wait too long, they'll come upstairs and begin to slowly discombobulate my classroom, which I recently reorganized. So I'm going to have to cut this short. But thank you so much for coming to my live. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. My next doctor's appointment is in 1 week at 24 weeks. So at that time, I can give you an update. I know that Caleb is alive and kicking in there. So that's reassuring to feel, know that he's in there. All right. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Mwah. Happy teaching. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.